Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm doing the same thing I did yesterday, which is just talking over gameplay because yesterday I recorded stuff and it didn't work. Should I address the pimple every day? Because I was watching the video yesterday and it's like, well, you can see it. It's distracting. But if you're just watching this video for the first time, when I record tomorrow, I'm going to be turned this way, so you can't see it. You can see this one. There's no avoiding it. I just need to wear like a mask or something. Phantom of the Opera style. Okay. So today, we're going to talk more about the virus thing. I didn't really talk too much about it yesterday. It's just, I guess I was starting to talk about it, then I talked about basketball. I don't really understand what's happening. That's a good way to preface this whole episode, because I think a lot of people don't really know what's happening. Why is this virus so much different than any other kind of virus? Like a flu virus, or I've heard that this coronavirus thing has been around, like this is a certain strand. Like there are, every winter, there's a certain strand of the flu virus that comes over. And everybody gets sick, and then during the spring it goes away, comes back the next year. But it's a different strand the next year. So I think the coronavirus is the same. It's never been this big before. I think a lot of people are like me. They're like, what's happening? Because everything is shutting down. My church just got canceled. Like, well, it's so weird. Like, it makes sense because everybody doesn't want to spread this virus. But I don't understand why we don't. Well, why don't we do this for the flu? Because it would work for the flu, right? I mean, if we didn't do anything, nobody would get the flu. I was talking about it when I was streaming yesterday, and the people were saying, this is the idea I've gotten, is like, well, this is a little bit worse, first of all. And it spreads quicker, it's more deadly than the flu. That's all I've kind of gotten so far. I don't know. So I guess I did get like political yesterday. A little bit. Not really. The president made a speech about it a couple days ago. I didn't watch the speech, which is bad. I should watch the speech from the president. I'm supposed to do that stuff. But I've never been able to watch this president give speeches. I just always feel bad. Like we have to take this seriously, like this guy's president. I don't know why. It's wrong. I'm wrong about that, because he is the president. And he's in charge of stuff. But I can't help but think, like, I don't know, it's like Donald Duck is president, and we have to like pretend it's normal. And every time I watch it, I'm like, is this serious? This guy's president. It was weird when he got elected, because I didn't know I really ever cared about like who is the president. Like, I didn't know I respected the office or whatever. But I guess I did, because once this person went in, I felt like, wait, this isn't supposed to happen. We're supposed to, like, the president is supposed to know what he's doing. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it. But I didn't watch the speech he gave about, I guess the main point of the speech was, like, we're shutting down travel for 30 days. And I think that was all that he said, basically. So it's bad that I didn't watch it. So you can disregard everything I say after this because I didn't watch the speech and I should have. I think a lot of people are panicking. Oh my eye. Because they don't know what's going on. They're like me. They're like, wait, is this... So we're shutting down travel for 30 days, but like, what about after that? What are we doing? Is this just going to be forever? Should I just stock up on all the water? Should I... What am I doing? Nobody knows what to do. That's what it feels like. And I've been reading some articles about the stock market too, because it like it went down a lot the past week. It was at like 29,000 and then it went down to 21. And I think yesterday it went back up 1,000. So it's like going crazy because nobody knows what's... Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. But the people who trade, they're very fickle too, just like normal people. And they're looking for signs of like... Well, let's say you're investing in Boeing and the president says, we're not going to... No more travel for 30 days. You're not gonna invest in Boeing, obviously, but maybe if there was it just seems like there's no plan. I didn't watch the video, so sorry, but maybe he has an amazing plan that he said, and he laid it out very clearly in the video, like this is exactly what we're gonna do, and we're meeting with scientists, and so this is our plan. I doubt that he did that, but because the stock market wouldn't have, if there was a plan, people wouldn't have panicked and sold their stock in Boeing, right? If he was like, well, we're gonna stop travel, so here would be a normal plan, very basic. That might be a terrible plan, but like, say. This is all you really have to say, I think, to make people feel better, is just, we're gonna shut down air travel to other countries, Europe, China, whatever, for 30 days or 60 days. In that time, we've decided to do that because we've met with scientists or whatever, and they told us if we do this, it would decrease the virus cases by 50% or whatever. So instead of the hospitals having 1 million people with coronavirus, they're only going to have 500,000. And we think our hospital capacity can hold that right now. We have enough materials for 500,000 people. And that's going to be... we'll be able to handle that. We'll have enough tests or whatever we need, masks and stuff to handle 500,000 people. And we met with like statisticians or whatever that show us a model that's how many people are going to get it. About, give or take 100,000 or whatever. After those 60 days, we'll reopen all the air travel. At that point, we'll have stocked the hospitals and prepared them. More people are going to get the virus, but we'll have prepared the hospitals with materials to handle. Maybe we'll make makeshift hospitals and places, I don't know. And we'll be able to handle the increased number of cases that we're going to get. That's it. And then they'll be prepared. But I think... So a lot of what I just said was probably bad and wrong. But you just have to, when you're president, you just have to say that you have a plan. And people have to believe it. I think the problem with this guy is like, nobody believes anything he says. Nobody trusts him that he knows what he's doing. And maybe we're all wrong. Maybe he knows exactly what he's doing and we should all trust him. But nobody really feels that way. The majority of the country, I think, doesn't trust him. Or believe that he has any kind of plan for anything. Yeah, maybe we're wrong, but that's how we feel. But that's all we need. We just need somebody to say, we got a plan, stop panicking. Like, we had a plan for the virus, and we're going to implement it, and just, stay quarantined for 30 days, you're going to be fine, stock up on food, whatever. We'll make sure stores have food, you can go buy food, stay with your family. If somebody gets sick, take them to the hospital, wash your hands. We'll get through it. It's not ideal, but we'll deal with it like we always do. And that's it. Signing off. That's all we really needed. But I don't think we got that, and I know I should have watched what he said, but now everybody's panicking. People are buying toilet paper for no reason. I don't understand the toilet paper thing. Okay, how much time do I have? 3 minutes, that's it? That went by quick. I don't want to talk about this for 3 episodes. The other thing I talked about is, like, it's interesting how, I don't know if I have enough time to mention this, but it does feel like there's, I've just been watching the stock market so much, and I was thinking, well, if we did leave travel open and, like, businesses were open, like basketball and stuff, the stock market wouldn't have gone down as much as it did, because people would be doing businesses and they would be trading and stuff. But people are seeing, like, everything shutting down, so they're selling their stock. It felt bad to kind of look at it that way, because it's like you start to think about how much is, like, a life worth, because if the stock market tanks, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs, and maybe they can't even feed their families or whatever. But it's statistically just more people are going to die if you leave the airports open. So how do you make that decision? Do you have to start saying, like, how much is a life worth? Like, if the stock market dropped 20,000 points and one extra person died because of it, would that be worth it? I don't know if that made sense, but, like, say we leave air travel open, and the stock market stays where it was, like, in 29,000. That's option 1. So option 2 is we close the airports and the stock market drops 20,000 points. So in option 1, let's say 10,000 people die because of the virus, and in option 2, 10,000 people and one person dies. So one extra person dies because you open the airports, but the stock market dropped 20,000 extra points. You have to make a decision and be like, if you're the president or whatever, and if you're starting to make that decision, it is basically like, is that one extra life worth those 20,000 points? It's just, like, awful. I guess that's why I never would want to be a president, because you do have to make choices like that. And I don't know how you would. It's terrible. I guess you would, I don't know what you would do. I think if the president had known how much the stock market would have dropped, he wouldn't have closed the airports, because he seems like somebody who cares about money and stuff. Like, more than human life, maybe. I don't know, that might be unfair, but I don't know. I guess that's it for today, right? 30 seconds. Okay. So how did I do? I didn't play, but I talked for 15 minutes. And tomorrow I'll play the game, and you won't have to look at my pimple. I'm so sorry. But you have to look at this one. I didn't look at the camera as much as I wanted to. I wanted to make eye contact with you. Is this creepy? Okay, I'll have to end for today. I'll see you tomorrow. And I think I was in Jabu Jabu's belly. Hopefully today I can beat this dungeon and get into like the Temple of Time. That'd be fun. I'll see you tomorrow.